A few things happen to your skin while you sleep. Blood flow to the skin increases, permeability of the barrier increases, and you have more evaporative water loss. And these factors can influence penetration of whatever ingredients that you may have put on at night. And they can also influence dry skin, especially if you are sleeping in a dry environment. That is why running a humidifier can help if you're dealing with dry skin or dry skin conditions like eczema or keratosis pilaris. This is also why sensation of itch tends to intensify at night when we go to sleep. It can really disrupt your sleep, and when your sleep is disrupted, you have a lot more stress signals going on in the body that can further influence the permeability barrier of the skin, making you more prone to irritants penetrating. Good quality sleep can make a huge difference in the appearance and the health of your skin, and protect your skin from the sun, which, speaking of which, coming in with my sunscreen for today, Hada Labo UV White Gel. This is a moisturizing hybrid sunscreen that I rather enjoy. It's like a lightweight gel consistency. That was a tiny amount I took there. If you struggle with sunscreens feeling greasy or sticky, try this one out. It's pretty good. I got it from Stylevana. A word about Stylevana, they do take a long time the order takes a long time to arrive. So I know some of you guys are still waiting on your order. It does take a while to arrive. Like the first time I ordered from them, it took, I want to say 2 months. And I think over the holidays too, they had some delays with like shipping and stuff. Yeah, I've been ordering from them for a couple of years now, and I've been pretty happy with them overall, but I will say it does take a long time. Same thing with Yes Style. Yes Style is fantastic as well, but it just takes a long time for your order to arrive. Well, hey guys, I'm on my way out to Banana Republic to take back those jeans. I did not try the suggestion that I saw some of you left in the comments of using a strong magnet to remove the detector. I was too nervous that was going to rip them. I figured I would just take them back. Why not? Update on that book that I got from the library the other weekend. I'm really enjoying it. Heroes and Heretics. Highly recommend it if you like European history. It's an enjoyable read. So yeah, I suggest that. Speaking of the library, guess what I heard? The Houston Public Libraries have decided to go fine free. They're looking to get rid of library fines for overdue books. And at first I was like, wait, won't that deter people from turning them back in on time? But they cited some study where apparently it doesn't, and in fact it encourages people to use the library more. Like people who are nervous about the fines stay away from the library. You know, maybe they have a difficult time guaranteeing that they're going to be able to get back at a certain time, so they feel too nervous to check books out. Let me know, because I know a lot of you guys who comment and watch my videos, you're librarians. What do you think of this? I mean, I can see it going both ways. I'm suspicious because on the one hand, I totally see how it can be difficult for people to make their way back in a timely fashion, and maybe that's just that financial strain is very stressful, for sure. I definitely see that, especially in these times. But on the other hand, there are also people who are going to abuse the system and just keep books out well past their due date because they know they can get away with it. I mean, I feel as though the same type of people who freely litter, which as I mentioned in videos, I see people do all the time, I guarantee there are going to be people who will take advantage of that. I've noticed that when it comes to nonfiction books, the library has a quicker due date, and they don't let you renew. You have to go in to renew. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna have to pay attention here because apparently we cannot park in the garage. See, I knew this was gonna be complicated. I don't want to have to pay to park to go in. See, normally there's a parking structure here and it's free for the first 2 hours, but they are doing some kind of construction. I wonder if I can get into the parking structure the other way. Or there's another parking structure there. I'll go there because there's no way I'm paying to run in and have them fix my tag situation. If you missed last weekend's vlog, what happened was well over a year ago, I purchased these fantastic pair of jeans that I was really excited about. I got them super discounted, and I purchased them, I want to say, at a time of the year where it was getting to be a little too warm to actually wear them. And so I was looking forward to wearing them once the temperature cooled off. And I realized that the checkout person did not take off the little metal detector thingy majiggy. Here we go. Good news, they just took it off, no questions asked. She was like, sorry about that. Like, no worries. Sad that the half-price books, which was here for 38 years at this location, it's been out of business, gone. It left there well over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago or so, or maybe it was a year ago. Nothing has gone in its place. The rent is just too high in this area, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think half-price books was a gem, and they have pretty much dissolved all locations in any close proximity to me. I think there are a few maybe in more of the suburb areas. Kind of reminds me of that movie from, was it the 90s? Was it You've Got Mail, where the woman owns a little bookstore, where the woman owns an independent bookstore and they're getting pushed out by Barnes & Noble type operation. Media update, I can't remember which streaming service it was, maybe Amazon Prime or Hulu. Maybe it was Hulu or HBO, maybe it was HBO Max, I can't remember. I watched the Brittany Murphy documentary, and that was really interesting. You know, people just jumped to all kinds of conclusions when she died, and there's definitely more to that story. Comment below. I watched that, and then another thing I watched that I highly recommend is Katrina Babies. That was good. It was a documentary about people who were children during the Hurricane Katrina, and now they're older, you know, young adults. One thing I really liked about this documentary too is that they told the story through these little illustrations, and I thought that was really cool. I liked the way they did that. Came in here to Ulta, and they have this oven kit on sale. The Tolerance Extremely Gentle Cleansing Lotion is really good, and I also like the Tolerance Control Cream, and then you get a little mini of the thermal spring water. Check out my recent video on thermal spring waters. Looks like we have the Rock on sale, 40% off for their advanced retinol triple hyaluronic acid. They also have a contour cream with Sortia Marin. Okie dokie. This has always looked promising to me. I don't know anything about Sortia Curata leaf extract, but this also has 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid. That's a stable form of vitamin C. Whether or not it does anything, it's an antioxidant. At least maybe it'll help with retinal stability. These still exist, the Sugar Bear hair. I remember when these were like super popular. I guess they still exist. I think they're basically biotin. Yeah, biotin, folic acid, vitamin C, and you get a hairbrush. They're essentially candy, but high-dose biotin, it can interfere with the accuracy of certain blood tests, like for thyroid, troponins, which are ordered to rule out that you're having a heart attack. So there's that. Pantothenic acid, there's not really any data that helps acne or anything, FYI. I have a video on pantothenic acid. I know it's like touted as being helpful for acne. I love this hair mask. I have a tube of it currently, but it's really good. The Biolage Hydrosource. Ooh, what's this deep treatment pack? I may have to give that a try sometime for dry hair. My hair's not particularly dry, but I do like to do these kinds of things from time to time. Did you guys see that Peach Slices came out with an azelaic acid serum? Check out my video on the benefits of azelaic acid. 10% is what you're going to get in most over-the-counter products. 10% is what you're going to get in most cosmetic products. The prescription stuff, though, is what the data that we have for its benefits is using, so be aware of that. But what does this have? Broccoli extract. Seems promising. They also have a redness relief soothing cleanser with panthenol and green algae. And then they have a calming cream. Hydrate and calm. Ooh, they also have a snail all-in-one oil-free moisturizer. I reviewed the blemish busting toner, which is pretty good. I kind of want to try this. I heard from you guys that Cosrx is putting their snail cream in a tube. I wonder how this compares to the Cosrx one. They also have a wash-off jelly mask. This also has licorice root that can help with hyperpigmentation and redness. These look promising. I really enjoy peach slices. Y'all know I like my hydrogel eye patches. These from Good Molecules are really good, the caffeine ones. I didn't realize they came out with an acne foaming cleanser, 2% salicylic acid. I'm over here at Trader Joe's. How cute are these hyacinths in a glass? I wonder how long that will stay going. Grow evenly and do not, like, can you... I'm not gonna get tempted by a plant. Well, hey guys, I'm back. Just relaxing with some ginger digestion elixir here. I'm going to read my book a little bit. I've really been enjoying the artwork in this book. Like, there's a section about a little art history section. And this Botticelli Primavera is like my new favorite painting. Isn't it beautiful? There's so much to look at in this one painting. Yeah, this is the book I'm reading. I'm really enjoying it. I've never read How the Irish Saved Civilization, but I feel like that was really popular. I want to say back in the 90s. I remember that being really popular, or maybe it was the early 2000s, and never got a chance to read it, but maybe I will after I read this. I'm doing my Irish store. I've been really good about keeping up with it over the years. I find that it's like not much of an inconvenience to do this. Like, it doesn't require your hands. The fact that it's hands-free, I really like. So I'm able to get work done, or, you know, respond to emails while I'm doing it at night. I have noticed that my overall hair thickness has improved since using this. But like I said in my review of Nutrafol, which should be up at this point, you know, not all hair loss is the same. There are a lot of different types of hair loss. Low-level laser therapy, red light therapy has been shown to be beneficial mostly for androgenetic alopecia, pattern hair loss. There is some evidence though that it's helpful for some other types of hair loss, but all that to say, like, don't invest in something like this without knowing what type of hair loss you're dealing with and if this is even really something that would be beneficial to you. Because as I said, you know, there are a lot of types of hair loss and this may not work for what you're dealing with. And so keep that in mind. Especially, you also really have to keep that in mind when people are claiming that they saw great results with something, that what works for one person isn't necessarily going to work for another person. And there's a reason behind that, that A, there's a lot of different types of treatments out there, and B, you know, the severity of a given type of hair loss may just be such that it's not going to be responsive. Take even minoxidil, for example, topical minoxidil, Rogaine for hair loss. Some people just don't respond well to that at all. It's thought maybe they don't have the enzyme levels in the hair follicle necessary to convert minoxidil to its active form in order for it to work, or maybe they just rapidly metabolize it, or something of that sort, or maybe just the follicle is not amenable to what minoxidil has to offer. I do get a lot of comments about rosemary oil. Check out my video on oils for hair growth. I go over what little science there is behind all of these different alternative approaches. The rosemary oil thing, you know, it's interesting. I know they sell rosemary oil for the scalp, but the big risk for that, the main risk with that is the potential to develop contact dermatitis. Bottoms up. I got these glasses a while back on the Amazonian. I think I featured them in my gift guide, my holiday gift guide. I drink out of these pretty much on a daily basis for tea. They're not big enough for coffee. But if you are a normal person in your coffee drinking habits, they're probably just perfect, especially if you like pretty lattes. They're really good. Like, you could put the milk on the top and see it. I also, I like to have my matcha tea in these as well. Anyways, I'm gonna take a little break here and read my book while my eye restore finishes going. I am dressed and moisturized more or less. One other thing I wanted to share with you guys, you know, it's winter in, well, wherever you're living. Here it's, you know, 70s, 80s, not cold. But the air actually is a bit drier now, come to think of it. All that to say, in the winter months, the air is drier, and that can make your skin dry, of course, as we've talked about ad nauseum. But it also can make your nails more prone to being dry and brittle. Plus, this time of year in particular, we're more cognizant of the need to wash our hands, and hand soaps and hand sanitizers can end up being kind of drying for the nail plate. Make sure you're not pushing your cuticles back or aggressively trimming the cuticle, because that cuticle, that is called the proximal nail fold, it protects the more vulnerable part of the nail, and if that is cut back too much, lifts up, air gets up under there, and it makes that part that's growing the nail vulnerable to air and being dried out, basically. And also, critters getting in there, you can develop, you know, a fingernail infection, an infection around the nail folds you can develop. It's called a paronychia, not pleasant. All that to say, don't trim your cuticles back. It can lead to brittle nails. My tip for hand washing, though, is to use a facial cleanser, a gentle facial cleanser. They're really mild. This, if you missed yesterday's vlog, I finished the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Facial Cleanser. Gosh, it's a mouthful. And I'm gonna refill it because you can buy the refills now. But I also have a Hydra Boost Hydrating Gel Cleanser here. This is one of my favorite cleansers. And then the other tip for brittle nails is look for moisturizing hand creams that have urea in them or lactic acid. These things can help hydrate and improve the strength of the nail plate and help with brittle nails. Nails are slow to grow out, so you have to be patient. Nothing with just like the skin, definitely just like the hair, the nails, they take time. Toenails, even longer. They're much more slow to turn around. So you gotta be patient. And of course, your diet matters a lot when it comes to nail health, skin health, hair health. So this time of year, you know, diets are still being hyped up. Yeah, don't go on any crazy crash diets that can definitely impact your nails and make them super brittle. And if it's time for you to see your healthcare provider for a checkup, you know, and you're dealing with brittle nails, bring it to their attention. It may be age-related changes. You know, another benefit of getting wiser is the nails are more vulnerable to becoming brittle and dry. Or it may be an underlying medical condition like thyroid. You can develop brittle nails. Check out my video on the skin signs of low thyroid. I cover the brittle nail thing there. So yeah, definitely make sure you're taking good care of your health. It can impact your nails 100%. So those are some nail care tips. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you're having a great weekend. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.